Most of the weapon XP and God Mode glitches in Black Ops 6 have been patched, so today I'm going to show you guys the new best working weapon XP and God Mode glitch in Black Ops 6 Zombies. It's going to allow you to earn weapon XP incredibly fast, level up your guns quickly, rank up fast if you're going for prestige, and earn camos really quickly if you're grinding for them as well. Like I say, a lot of the recent glitches have been patched, like the God Mode glitch on Liberty Falls, the boat glitches on Terminus, that's been patched to an extent as well, although I'm going to show you guys a good little workaround to still get it to work. If you guys find this useful, be sure to drop a like. Without further ado, let's get straight into it. Alright, so in order to do this glitch, first thing you need to do is spawn into Terminus Zombies map and obviously bring in the weapon you want to level up or get camos on. And once you're on that map, you want to do same as usual, you want to go ahead and turn on the power by activating the 3 amp generators, with the last one being downstairs in the biolab. Now, once you've turned on the power, if you've done any of the previous boat glitches, your instinct will be to head towards the Melee Macchiato perk and buy it. However, this time you need to avoid that temptation because you actually need to avoid buying this perk. And I'll explain why in a minute, but yes, you want to actually avoid buying that perk altogether, otherwise this glitch isn't going to work properly. So what you then need to do is head towards the area with the boats, and as per usual, there will already be a boat spawning in. You want to hop onto that, shoot the engine a couple of times, and then drive it forward near the bridge, and just then hop back off onto the land and head back to the machine and purchase a second boat which will spawn in. If you've done it correctly, the first boat will still be there and you'll have a second one spawn in. If you haven't, the first one will despawn, and if so, you'll need to do that first step again. Once that second boat is spawned in, you'll need to get it up onto land, and this time you can't use the Melee Macchiato perk, otherwise it will destroy the boat. So we need to get it up onto the land by driving it up there. Before we continue with the video, if you're looking to unlock the brand new Dark Matter, Abyss and Nebula camos in Black Ops 6, or grind them extremely fast in bot lobbies, be sure to check out Mitch Cactus, as these guys are the biggest and most reliable sellers, offering legitimate and safe services on all platforms. They now offer a new cheap COD point service where you can get up to an 80% discount. They already have over 10,000 reviews on Trustpilot, so for all things Call of Duty, visit mitchcactus.com and use code RAGER at checkout for 5% off. Now you can kind of do a quick turnaround in the area by the land, or you can drive round the pool and come back round the other side. It's up to you, but as long as you can turn it around, you need to head towards the land, and first when you go, it will look like there's an invisible barrier, but you just need to keep pushing, tilt your boat left and right, and eventually it will work its way up onto the land, and as soon as the first bit of the boat gets on, it will very quickly get up onto the land. Now you want to try and get it as far across as you can, as if it's hovering over the edge of the ledge, if it's not made its way fully on, it's a lot more difficult to do this glitch. It's not impossible, but it's more difficult, so try and get it onto the land as much as possible, and then once you've got it up there, you're going to need to start moving it. Now this time round, unlike before, you can't use the Melee Macchiato perk, because if you do, it's going to destroy the boat very quickly, and unfortunately Treyarch have now made it so that once the boat has actually been destroyed, it's very difficult to get the boat to move. You can move it by like using another boat to move it, but the boat is pretty much locked in place once it's exploded and destroyed. So you kind of want to get it to where you want to first and then destroy it, and I'll explain how to do that in a minute, because if you do that wrong, it will despawn, but that's just something to bear in mind. So it's up to you guys where you put the boat. You can either put it in the corner by the ammo box, that's one place I like to do it, however it's a bit more fiddly this time, and the way you need to get the boat to move is you can either run and sprint and then press the crouch button to slide into it, and that sliding movement will push the boat forward. That's quite a good way to do it. You can also punch it, although that will do more damage I think, and you can also pull out your knife by holding the melee button to pull it out, and you can knife it with the boat as well to push it along. I think that's the best way knifing it, but sliding is pretty good as well. So what you want to do is you want to knife it into position, make sure you're not doing it too much damage, otherwise if it looks like it's about to explode, be careful, otherwise it's going to be stuck there and it's going to be very difficult to move it around. So it might be in the way, just put it somewhere where you'd like it to be. You can either put it in the corner, like I've suggested in previous videos, where you can block it off, you can stand behind the boat and sit in the corner with the ammo box. That's one way to do it. In the particular game I was in, the boat just didn't seem to want to go where I wanted it to, so instead I just blocked off the stairs next to the ammo crate, and then I also blocked off the other side. Now the boat's, like I say, a little bit more difficult to move, especially without the Melee Macchiato perk. It's probably easier with the knife, which I didn't use in this game, but you can use the knife. If you find that the boat hasn't gone exactly where you want it and it's exploded, you just want to spawn in another boat and either move the first one or kind of put the second one to block it off. So you'll see in my gameplay, I actually had loads of boats spawned in just to kind of block off the zombies, and it worked quite well. Occasionally there was a few zombies that could run over the boat coming down the stairs. I'm sure if I placed it slightly better, it would have been fine. So yeah, once you've got the boat where you want it, what you want to do is then look back in the water and destroy the boat that's in the water. You then want to destroy the boat that's on land, and it will explode and it will roughly stay in that position for the rest of the game. So like I say, you can either block off the corner by the ammo box or put one on the stairs and one on the other side, so you've got 2 areas to block off, and then you can just keep looking between the 2 areas for the zombies, and you will be pretty safe here. The only thing is, like I said, for whatever reason in my game, the boat didn't work 100% of the time, and eventually the big amalgams could come through and some of the zombies, but it wasn't very common, so it's easy to focus just on those stairs, whereas the other side was completely blocked blocked off from the zombies, so it's much safer on the other side. So it's up to you how you do the boats. The other thing I'd say is that manglers can occasionally jump over the boat, but I found because I had 2 boats lined up, because the first one there was a little gap, so I put 2 boats next to each other to block it off. I think only once or maybe twice there was a mangler that jumped over, but they found it a lot more difficult to do because there was 2 boats in the way. They can shoot with their cannon occasionally, but obviously if you duck behind the boats or if you shoot them quickly, you should be good to go. And also the parasites will spawn in as well, and for them you just need to, on the lower rounds you can just shoot them where you are. On the higher rounds you might have to head up to the elevator and take cover in there as you're protected from behind you, so you're much less likely to take lethal damage. The other thing I'd recommend is obviously make sure you pack a punch your weapon, make sure you're picking up all the salvage to upgrade your weapon rarity at the vending machine nearby, get it to the highest rarity you can, pick up the salvage. I'd recommend buying a few perks including Deadshot Daiquiri, as it's going to allow you to automatically aim onto the zombie heads, and so you can either just, when there's crowds of zombies that stack up, you can either just aim at their head and move left and right to shoot them, or you can do something which I much prefer. If you hold down the fire trigger and then keep spamming the left trigger, it's going to keep locking onto the nearest zombie head, and therefore you're going to keep locking on to get headshots. It's going to kill them a lot faster, so you're going to get more XP, more weapon XP. I think you also drop more salvage for critical kills as well. Sometimes you get higher chance of getting salvage, and also you're going to get more critical kills towards your camos, which takes a long time in zombies, so it's really worth doing this glitch before it gets patched. You're also going to work faster towards your augments if you're researching them, and earn more gobble gums by getting into the rounds faster. So it's a really good glitch, gets you everything you need in zombies, and I definitely recommend using it for weapon XP and other things as well. If you found this useful, be sure to drop a like on the video and check out my other Black Ops 6 guides. I've got other camo, challenge and XP and glitch guides, and if you like these kind of short simple videos, make sure you subscribe with post notifications turned on so you stay up to date with the latest one. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys all on the next video.